Okay. What page are we? Let's see. So we stopped on page 20. Okay, there. Alright, so number one, all the yellow ones, that's the correct answer. Okay, let's check your answer, number one.
Yes.
Whose?
Who's borrow something to drink?
Mm-hmm. It should be who's going to pick you up
Going to pick you up.
at the station.
Ah,
Ah, so
okay.
who's going to pick you up? This is number one. Let me highlight. Because whose, what do you mean by whose?
Whose is something. Something. Who is people to do something.
Right, it asks for the person. The information
Yeah.
that it asks is a person. But when you see this apostrophe S, that means it's similar to who is.
Okay.
Who is. So you don't say who is borrow something to drink, right? So the next verb should be progressive. That means it ends in ing. So who's going to pick you up at the station?
Ah, okay.
Okay, so let's check number five.
Number 5. The football game is on Saturday, isn't it?
Isn't it? Okay, correct. Next one.
Can I go to pick you up at station?
Okay. Can I going? So this is wrong. Can I going, right?
Ah, okay.
You could say, sorry, but I have to go downtown. So if it's not going to pick you up, what could be your answer? So this is number one. Going at the station. Can I borrow your stapler? So this is correct. That's the Eiffel Tower, isn't it? Okay, this is also correct. Let's check number seven. Your
You go to the beach. Tell him, are you?
So the correct answer here is you're not going to. So it should be you're not going to tell him, are you?
Not going to. Ah, okay.
Okay. So these are 9. Okay, so we already used, did we use when? Okay, so we're done with when. Your is already used. Can I? The football game. Okay. Why? That's. Would you
Yeah.
like? So would you like? We should be using would you like.
Like,
Would you like, which one is left? Here, would you like to go to the beach
to the beach
with us?
with us. Yeah.
There, okay. So let's write the correct answer. Here. Would you like to go to the beach with us? Alright, there. So now you know how to create questions. Open-ended and yes/no questions, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So good job. The next exercise, this does not have audio. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's okay. Anyways, at the end of TOEIC Bridge, you're going to have exams.
Okay.
Okay, so we're done with chapter 4. We can now start with chapter 5. Okay, let me send you the link. Okay, there. So I send you the link for chapter 5. Were you able to open it?
But I don't have a link. Can you send me the link?
Here.
Okay.
Okay, there. So let's see what chapter 5 is about. What's the main topic?
Short conversation and short talk.
Okay, so this is for part 3. Short conversations and short talk. Okay. Let's read the first part.
The third part of the test consists of 15 short talk or conversation in your test booklet. You will see a question and 4 possible response for each conversation or talk. You will be expected to choose uh, organize,
Organize or includes.
include, yeah,
Choices.
choices.
Okay, so it says here the part 3 will have 15 short talks. Okay, so it could be about reports, announcements, speeches, or advertisements. Okay. So you will see a question and 4 possible responses for each conversation or talk. Okay, so 1 question with 4 choices. Okay, let's go ahead and read the tips. Let's start with this one.
Each short conversation or talk provides you with a lot of details to analyze within a few seconds in order to select the right answer. The better time saving strategy is probably to try to read each question before you hear the conversation or talk. If time or try to read the ball possible response as well. Doing so will enable you to
This is allow.
allow
Okay. So it says here each conversation or talk will give you details. Okay. It's saying here that you could read the question first. Okay, and read the possible responses. Okay, but this is not applicable for the actual TOEIC exam, right? Because you couldn't read, you just have to listen to the question. Okay. So anyway, the tip could also be applied in listening. It says here, what's the first tip?
get a general idea of the topic and the context of the uh, dialogue or
Dialogue
dialogue
or talk. Okay. So
or
get a
talk.
general idea of the topic and context of the dialogue or talk. So what does that mean? So what do you mean by this one? Get a general idea of the topic.
Uh, some normal answer in the talk.
So it means you have to focus on the main topic. Okay. Main topic of the conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, what's the next tip?
Identify the type of information you should be reading for.
So identify the type of information. So you already know that in our past lesson, right? If all the WH question would ask for specific information, right? So if it asks for a place, what WH question will you be using? Place.
Right?
So what WH
So
question?
WH question is where, what, how,
Who,
why.
when. Okay, right. All right, so let's see the first example. When will the next meeting take place? So let's read.
When you read this question, you can easier guess that the speaker will mention a meeting. The answer will be a time referred in the future or place referring directly or indirectly to the specific moment when the event is due to take place.
To take place. Okay. So as you can see here, When is the WH question? So you could assume that the answer would be about time, right? Or date. Time or date, probably. Because it is when. And what's the main topic of this question? What's the main topic?
It means select the key point.
Key point, right. So what's the key point here? In this example, what is the key point?
It is the when.
When and meeting,
Yeah,
right?
meet.
Okay, so these are the key points that will help you select for the correct answer. Okay, so let's go to the next page. Page 7.
Which one?
This one, page 7.
Page 7.
Okay, so this is a short conversation. Okay, go ahead, please read.
Are there any new messages for me? Yes, Mrs. Mason called 3 times this morning. She said that the committee meeting is set for Tuesday at 5 p.m. Oh no, I really have another appointment on that day.
Okay, so this is set.
Set
Thursday.
Thursday.
Okay. So when will the next meeting take place?
This meeting takes
So can you
place
read
in
the option? Letter A is
this morning.
this morning.
He is on Tuesday.
C is at
3 p.m. D is at 5 p.m.
okay. So based on the conversation above, when will the next meeting take place?
D 5 p.m.
At 5 p.m. Okay, correct. Because it says it will be on Thursday at 5 p.m. Okay. So this morning, it is the period during which Miss Simmons called about the meeting. So definitely not letter A, right? It didn't say this morning. So 3 times 3 is the number of times Miss Simmons calls this morning. Okay, not the time scheduled for the meeting, right? Because sometimes it will be confusing. Okay. Probably in listening, if you hear 3 times, right? So that's the number of times that she called.
Yeah, she called.
Okay, not the time of the meeting. Okay, so Thursday is the day when the meeting will eventually take place. So they did not mention Tuesday or 3 p.m. Alright, so letter D is the best answer. Okay.
Okay.
Let's continue to the next page. Although
Okay. Although it is a good idea to read the question before you hear the talk or conversation, do not try to answer it until you hear the entry There may be important details in the first word of the talk or at the very end. Now consider the explain below. Pay close attention to the position of the detail you need to answer the question. Example.
Go ahead, continue reading the example.
Okay. For a decade, on what
Onyx,
honest honest crop, the the Dutch the Dutch cable operator is hardship in China for 6 months had provided digital television and internet access to 5 million households worldwide.
okay, there. Let's read some vocabulary words. Example. Can you read this one? Example.
Where does the company operate?
Operate. Okay. So what is your answer?
Is
A, internationally. B, in Europe. C, in Germany. D, in the USA. So it says here, Onyx Corporation is a what? A cable operator. Okay, so they're partners with China and provide internet access 5 million household worldwide. So this is your key point, worldwide. What do you mean when you say worldwide?
worldwide is a word.
World, the whole world. Okay. So knowing that it caters the whole world, what's your answer here? So the whole world, they give access to the internet worldwide. Okay. So that means, where does the company operate? What's your answer? A, B, C, or D?
Mm, I don't know. B, C, D, O, okay.
Mm. B, C, D, or letter A, internationally.
Mm.
There. What do you mean by internationally? So
I
internationally
don't.
meaning similar to worldwide. So it's the same. There.
Uh,
Okay. So it says here it gives internet to worldwide household worldwide, so that means it operates internationally. Okay. Can you read this word? Example.
Example,
Pay.
pay,
Decade.
decade,
What's a decade? 1 decade is equals to
10 years.
10 years, right? So when you see this, how do you read this one? Okay. Whenever you see that, see corp, that's a short term for corporation.
Corporate,
Right? Corporation.
company,
Yeah. So whenever you see that, you don't read it as corp. So it should be corporation.
okay,
Okay. Dutch.
Dutch,
Okay. So Dutch are those countries.
the country or their language.
Dutch is their language. They are from Netherlands or New Zealand. Okay, so either from Netherlands or New Zealand. Or maybe there's any other. This is the top two. Either Netherlands or New Zealand. Okay, so they speak Dutch. Next word,
Okay,
internet access.
internet access,
Okay. Next one, households.
household,
So what do you mean by households?
mm, family.
Family, correct. Okay. So question number 2. Can you read?
How long had it been in business?
Okay. So what is your answer? How long has it been in business?
6 months.
6 months. Very good. Oh, is it 6 months? Let's go back. The Dutch cable operator, its partnership in China for 6 months.
Yeah.
So their partnership in China is for 6 months, but they've been in business for a decade. Here. So what's a decade again? A decade is equals to
10 years.
10 years there. So the correct answer should be 10 years. Okay. 6 months is just their partnership with China. Okay. But it says here for a decade.
Okay.
Okay. So it's a little confusing. So another tip here below, as you listen to the conversation, try to imagine the setting, who is speaking, and ask yourself 3 questions. Okay, so let's do this. What do you think is the conversation about? Talking about example number 2. So what's the main idea?
Mm.
What's the main idea of this example? What's the main topic?
Okay. I don't know the main topic.
Or the main subject? What is it about?
Provide television and the internet as access.
Okay, so or you could say how long has the company been providing internet and cable? Okay. So who is the main subject of this sentences? Who? What's the name of the company? What's the name of the company?
The TOIEC company.
The Onyx Corporation.
Corporation. But honor is a name, not a thing.
Again,
The all name.
you know what noun is, right? Name of
Yeah.
place, things, person. So there are two types of nouns. We have common nouns and proper nouns. For common nouns, these are the general name. For example, man, woman, company. So for proper noun, these are the specific name. For example, man. Let's say George. So woman, let's say Anne. Company. Okay, for example, the name of the company is Onyx. Onyx Corporation. There. So these are all nouns, but the other one is more specific.
About how to say the company sell the Onyx.
The company sell the Onyx.
Yeah. So we have said the company is Onyx company because he sell the Onyx.
They don't sell the Onyx. Maybe they just want the name Onyx. We don't know. But they provide internet and cable. Okay. So naming it after Onyx doesn't not necessarily mean that they sell Onyx. Okay, so no. Maybe they just like the name Onyx. Okay. So how did we know that it's the company's name?
Okay.
Because it starts in capital letter, so it's a proper noun. Okay. So let's see here. Give me examples of proper noun. There. Here. So let's have a quick exercise here. Give me examples of proper noun. The common nouns are already been given.
Numbers, um, um, trend.
Okay, there.
Okay.
So actress. Actress is a woman. So is Jack a boy or a girl?
Maybe change the area.
So it's the other way around. This is an actor. This is an actress. Okay. Place 101 building. Okay. City, Hong Kong. Okay. So try. And this next one is you write what type of common noun will it be. The proper noun is already given.
Uh,
I carry. Okay, correct. Country, USA. Company, Dell. Product, iPhone, or probably mobile phones. Right. The world is flat. Shoes, Nike. Okay, correct. Alright, so I'm going to give you a quick exercise here below. Okay. So this is just a short story. Okay. And then you will have to write the main idea. Okay, what's the main topic? The main topic. Okay, what is it about? Who? And then the setting, when. Okay, there. So go ahead, please read.
Foster is a new robot which is different from other industrial robots because it can learn. A worker could teach Buster how to perform a task by moving its hand in the desired motion and having Buster memorize. Then extra detail button and controls are available on Buster's arm for more precision and feature. Any regular worker would program Buster and it only takes a matter of minutes. Unlike usual industrial robots that take extensive programming and coding in order to be used, this means Buster needs no programming in order to operate. No software engineers are needed. This also means Buster can be taught to perform multiple, more complicated tasks.
Task. Okay. Alright, so your next exercise, write the main topic. Okay, or what is the story about? Well, it's pretty much the same. Okay. Who is the main subject and when do you think is the setting?
Okay.
So when I think it's not available, right? It doesn't say the setting of the story there. Okay. So here, I would like you to answer this in a complete sentence. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, are you done? One more. Okay, you're done?
Okay.
Alright, let's check. So what's the main topic of the story?
The robot can learn.
Can learn. Okay. Who is the main topic? The robot. What's the name?
The faster
Baxter. Okay. So who is Baxter? Your
is
answer
a robot.
is it's a robot. Okay. What type of robot is Baxter?
Is a robot of learn type.
What do you mean of learn type? It's a robot. You could say it's a kind of robot that can learn.
Okay.
There.
Okay.
So how is Baxter different from other robots?
It can learn how to perform.
Okay, very good. Does Baxter needs engineers in order to operate?
But I think no.
No, correct. Because it says here, no software engineers are needed. Okay.
Uh,
So where can you find Baxter's controls?
At arm.
On its arms.
On its arm.
There. Okay. How can a worker teach Baxter?
Extra deal button and the control in the arm.
By moving his hands. Okay. So here, to make your sentence complete, you could say by using its
I use it.
extra dials and buttons.
Okay.
Alright.